I am back in business. So it opens up pretty quick to an explosion. John here is thinking, why do people do the things they do? And then in the top right, as you can see, someone's yelling, oh my God, he's wearing a... We quickly find out that this is John. He makes his way to the hospital. He was caught in an explosion at a coffee shop. And it keeps going back and forth from what he's saying and what he's thinking and what he's seeing. And this is what I'm talking about, the use of colors. If you look in the bottom right, then where the hell all this smoke coming from? So he's a detective, and after the explosion at the coffee shop, he's told to take a couple of weeks off from work. But after leaving the hospital, he doesn't want to share that with anyone. So he tells his wife that he needs to go right back to work. And also arguing with his boss, check this out. Absolutely, back to normal. And they're just like, all right, I can't afford to stop you. So what I gather is all this is just starting to develop. He's not in control of his powers or even aware of them just yet. So from there, he gets back to work, but he's told to stick to his own open cases because the coffee shop explosion belongs to somebody else. As you can see at the top, that's Agent Newell's case. You're a witness. You're not an investigator. Once again, he gives the understood, but of course, you know he's not going to listen. So from there, he starts questioning people, and we see more of his powers and more of the colors. Like you could see in the top right, you could see what he's thinking. How do I know the bomber's mother hates pickles? Always gave hers to him. And he just keeps thinking, how do I know? While all the colors, or as he referred to it, smoke, is floating above him. I'm assuming this is how he's reading everyone's mind. And since he doesn't have control of his power, or is really aware of it at all, his mind is just being bombarded by everyone's memories. So my question is, how would y'all deal with this? Because he approaches his wife, and you could see what he's thinking. I think there's something really wrong with me. I think I'm going crazy. But when asked by his wife, he just says, fine. And then he keeps seeing this image. So he goes up to see his son, who's working on these figures, one of himself and one of his mom. And then he says, where am I? Pointing at something that looks familiar. Following that, we finally get the confirmation. He's breathing in the smoke coming from the woman and gets her visions, along with everyone else in the city, which would drive me nuts. This series is going to be absolutely amazing. And yes, as already mentioned, we are talking about Absolute Martian Manhunter issue number 1. And like I said, I am back in business. So it opens up pretty quick. Look at how drained he looks, how clearly tired he is of all of this.